first home, they clicked on the blue button. We sent them a credit-verified pre-approval the same day and upgraded to a rock-solid, fully verified and guaranteed pre-approval shortly thereafter. We also let them know about AccuNet's property-specific pre-approval, where we might be able to include those magic words, no appraisal required. When they wrote their next offer, several $1,000s over asking to make sure someone else didn't end up sleeping in their dream home, their property-specific rock-solid guaranteed pre-approval did include that most powerful phrase, no appraisal required, and the sellers picked Steve and Ashley's offer over several others. If you think all mortgage lenders and pre-approvals are the same, think again. Go with the local mortgage lender that has the tools and know-how to help you win. We'll also likely save you $1,000 to $3,000 in closing costs for exactly the same rate as your bank. Whether you're looking to buy or refi, click on the blue button today at accunet.com.
Those dinosaur arms don't have the reach that these guys have.
Giannis the other direction. He's going to tee one up from three. And why not? Lopez casts up the three, and he sticks it. Fades and fires. What a shot. A.J. Green.
The Bucks and Raptors face off with our coverage starting tonight at 6 with Buck Shoot Around. We are your home for the Milwaukee Bucks. News Radio 620 WTMJ Milwaukee.
At 10:01, 44 degrees. Becoming partly cloudy today with a high of 48. Tonight, partly cloudy, low down to 42. From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, I'm Vince Vitrano. Breaking news in New York. A judge delayed a ruling that will impact President-elect Donald Trump. Judge Juan Merchan now planning to rule next week and not today on whether the conviction in the Trump hush money trial should be thrown out. The Trump team arguing in the wake of the U.S. Supreme Court ruling on presidential immunity that the jury in the hush money trial should not have seen certain evidence. The court saying the Trump team asked for today's delay. The judge is now planning a ruling next week. Meanwhile, in Washington, the president-elect announcing he's tapped Florida Senator and former rival Marco Rubio to be Secretary of State. Trump planning to visit the White House for a meeting with President Biden tomorrow.
Tomorrow, President-elect Donald Trump will be traveling to Washington, D.C. for that face-to-face meeting with President Biden in the Oval Office at the White House. Sources tell us that incoming First Lady Melania Trump will not be joining the president-elect on this trip.
ABC's Rachel Scott. Wisconsin's top education official promising billions of dollars more in school spending. State Superintendent of Public Instruction, Dr. Jill Underly, announcing her proposal for the state's 2025 through 27 biennial budget.
And proposing an additional $3 billion investment in direct aid to schools to sustain and improve public education in the state of Wisconsin.
The total budget request, $4 billion. Underly argues it would reduce the need for referendums and property tax increases while raising per pupil and general aid spending, also offsetting costs for state-mandated special education services. Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office reviewing hundreds of calls about financial scams. Deputy Kay Rodriguez says the scam calls will claim to be officials from the Sheriff's Office or other government agencies.
These scammers are claiming that warrants have been issued and that those warrants require immediate payment. The scammers are asking for this payment to be made via cryptocurrency, via Coinstar, and sometimes via random gift cards and Visa cards.
Yeah, Sheriff's Office saying that is not how law enforcement agencies work, and they would never call about jury duty, unpaid fines, or arrest warrants. Another Walgreens closing in the city, location 91st and Appleton on the northwest side, scheduled to shut down by December 3rd. It will be the fifth Walgreens in Milwaukee to close in fewer than 2 years. An annual tradition renewed on Milwaukee's west side.
The holiday season officially underway as Milwaukee's 111th annual Christmas tree has been harvested and is en route to Deer District for the lighting December 5th. Milwaukee Mayor Cavalier Johnson tells WTMJ, among all the Christmas trees he's seen over the years,
this is an incredible specimen.
A sentiment echoed by Milwaukee Alderwoman Charlene Moore. Give me a grade on this here tree. What do you think?
Listen, this tree is definitely an A+.
On Milwaukee's west side, Adam Roberts, WTMJ News.
Time for news about your money. WTMJ Annex Wealth Management Market Update. Dow Jones Industrial Average falling 142 points. Right now at 44,151. S&P 500 at 59.90. That is off 11 points. And the NASDAQ down just 6. Right now at 19,293. Financial planning at every level. Annex Comprehensive Wealth, Annex Private Client, Annex Ignite. Details at annexwealth.com. Sports, traffic, weather are next. Siding Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 10:05.
Debbie Lazaga here for Kohler Services. If you need a bath or shower remodel, turn to Kohler Services. Family-owned for 150 years. Kohler is your Wisconsin manufacturer providing care for life. This month only, get $1,000 off and 0 interest for 12 months on your Luckstone shower remodel. Visit KohlerServicesWI.com to request your free quote, with fast professional installation always included. That's KohlerServicesWI.com.
When you work at St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores, you'll be helping us help others. There are many that need our help, and we need your help to carry out our mission. St. Vincent de Paul is always looking for part-time team members. You'll get competitive pay, benefits, and flexibility in scheduling. So apply online at svdpmilw.org or stop by Highway 100 in Layton and Greenfield, 23rd in Lincoln, or 76th and Bradley Road in Milwaukee.
You're gonna love it, St. Vincent de Paul.
Our favorite reason to choose Diamonds Direct over any other jeweler? Free service for life with no fine print. That's right. When you buy your engagement ring or any piece of jewelry at Diamonds Direct, you will never have to pay a dime in the future for sizing, cleaning, or routine maintenance. At Diamonds Direct, there's no gotcha clause, no fine print, no looking for ways to void the warranty. Diamonds Direct, the jeweler you can trust with a no questions asked 100% free lifetime warranty with no strings attached. Come see us to learn more.
Reason number 52 to choose Diamonds Direct over any other jeweler. Only Diamonds Direct gives you a 110% diamond upgrade guarantee. Diamonds Direct will give you 110% of your original purchase price toward the new stone. That's 10% more than you paid the first time. Guaranteed appreciation. Who else does this? There's no fine print and no minimum purchase requirement. It's 10% more, period. Buy with confidence. Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion.
Time for WTMJ Sports Update from the Gruber Law Office's One Call, That's All Sports Desk. Bucks open group play in the Emirates Cup tonight. That's the NBA's in-season tournament. Fiserv Forum will debut a new tournament court. Bucks are in Group B, so we'll play Toronto, Indiana, Miami, and Detroit. Bucks and Raptors tonight, 7 p.m. tip right here on your home of the Bucks. 620 WTMJ. And number 15 Marquette beat Central Michigan 70-62 to remain unbeaten on this young college basketball season. Golden Eagles on the road Friday against Maryland. Take a look at the roads. Your WTMJ Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic Report. Eastbound I-94 slow around the stadium interchange. Backups go all the way back to State Fair Park and continue east to about 35th Street and then loosen up beyond there. No reported accident, just super slow. It is the only traffic spot.
By Hall Mazda Milwaukee. Visit hallmazdamilwaukee.com.
If you see something we should know about, call the WTMJ Hall Mazda Traffic Tip Line, 414-238-9329. Visit Hall Volkswagen during Volkswagen Sign Then Drive event.
Your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Partly cloudy today, high 48. Tonight's low down to 42. Rain moving in late Wednesday with a high of 53 degrees. Thursday, some of the showers could linger into the morning, then turning mostly cloudy, high 54. Friday, partly cloudy with a high of 55. And 57 degrees your high temp on Saturday, under partly cloudy skies. Madison at 42, 43 in Green Bay. Waukesha 44, and in Milwaukee, same here, 44 degrees. I'm Vince Vetrano, Siding Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 10:08.
We like to do things by the numbers. We're all about commerce and community. Welcome to the Upswing, presented by Horicon Bank, the natural choice for all your banking needs. Now for the host that's always on the upswing, Jeff Sherman.
Now, to business, gentlemen.
Good morning, Wisconsin. Good morning, Milwaukee. Happy Tuesday. 1 week after the election. How's everyone feeling? You got to feel good. That is the only way to be, no matter what side you're on. Nothing constant but change in life, so embrace it. Onward and upward we go. We're going to look at the world of automobiles today. Inventory and sales challenges, digital transformation, kind of the steady move to EVs and hybrids, changing business models, a younger generation that maybe just doesn't have the same driving aspirations as generations in the past. A lot of different dynamics in the auto industry today. So we're going to dive into all of them. Actually, we're going to drive into all of them with Jim Tolkien from the Automobile Dealers Association of Metro Milwaukee. Jim will join us coming up after the first break. And another really evolving industry is grocery, without a doubt. We'll look at hiring trends, salaries, incentives, and more when we talk with Roundy's in the second half of the show about their hiring event and what they're doing to kind of drive business during this upcoming holiday season. But first, as we do to begin each and every show, let's go to Up.
Now it's time for the 2 Up on the Upswing.
Saw this story in the New York Times over the weekend. Grandparents gone? It's really interesting when you look at trends in terms of the aspirations of people in late 50s, 60s. A growing number of Gen Xers and baby boomers are kind of facing that, I don't know, that sometimes painful fact that they're never going to become grandparents. A little more than half of adults 50 and older have had at least one grandchild since 2021. And this is down nearly 60% since 2014. Falling birth rates. More U.S. adults are saying they're unlikely to ever have children for a variety of reasons, whatever it is. They're just not having as many kids. So you got to really look at the social dynamics and the economic implications of this. Labor force and productivity challenges, maybe. Consumer spending patterns. Child-free adults may just have more disposable income to spend. Healthcare and social services. Kind of the aging population. Fewer young people could strain that healthcare and social security systems in the future. Inheritance and wealth transfer. With fewer kids, there just may be more changes in how wealth is transferred between generations. Something to keep an eye on. A lot of people are talking about it, but just, not as many people becoming grandparents. And a lot of people want to become grandparents. So an interesting problem that we can all look at. Next, number 2, blue skies. For Blue Sky, Threads and Blue Sky are rival social networks that kind of look a lot like Elon Musk's X, or the former Twitter. They've seen a big, Blue Sky in particular, has seen a big influx in new users since election night in the U.S. as people are seeking alternatives. Blue Sky is this decentralized social network originally funded by Twitter, but it's added more than 700,000 new users in the past week and now has 14 million total accounts, up from 10 million in September alone. The rate increase is not the fastest the site has ever seen, but it added 1 million new signups in just 3 days after X was shuttered in Brazil a few months ago. So you look at kind of the increase of Meta's platform, which is Threads, and Blue Sky. There's a lot of new community being built online and something to keep an eye on as we continue this post-election world that we're all living in. All right, one thing I want to keep an eye on is what the cost of my next car is going to be. The one guy that knows all that information is Jim Tolkien from Adam. Jim is going to join us coming up after this break.
WTMJ's Vince Vitrano here, along with producer of Wisconsin's Morning News, Greg Pancake Hill.
Join us as we kick off the Trivia Showdown competition where you can play trivia against or with your favorite WTMJ personalities like us.
We'll be at Cafe Hollander in Wauwatosa Wednesday, November 13th, kicking off the Capco Kids to Kids Toy Drive.
Trivia starts at 7. We will see you at Cafe Hollander in Tosa Wednesday, November 13th, presented by Quizmaster Trivia.
Ben, your face is turning blue. Are you okay?
I'm fine, Nicole.
Are you still wearing that silly thing?
What silly thing?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Ben had an idea to promote the Avery Bedroom Collection from Penny Mustard.
The Avery bedroom is gorgeous.
Sure is.
Its concave design stands out from the other furniture designs.
Sure does.
If the Avery bedroom was a lady, she'd have an hourglass figure.
See, I told you so, Arvid.
What's going on?
Ben thought that accentuating some of his own curves would be a good way to highlight the curves of the Avery bedroom.
Oh, no.
So he's been wearing...
Don't say it.
A girdle.
Oh, Ben.
What?
Are you in pain?
Not anymore. I lost feeling in my legs a couple hours ago.
Come see the curvaceous Avery Bedroom Collection with queen bed, 9-drawer dresser, mirror, and nightstand, starting at $53.80 at Penny Mustard.
Showrooms in Milwaukee and Chicago.
PennyMustard.com.
Better versions of what people want.
Penny Mustard Furnishing.
Thanksgiving's only a few weeks away, and Fleet Farm's got just what you need to prep for family and friends. For you turkey smokers, Griller's Gold barbecue pellets are just $5.99 a bag. And you can never have enough Fleet Farm mixed nuts. 2-pound bags are on sale for $12.99. Wash it all down with Bubbler's sparkling water. Now just $11 for 2 6-packs. The holidays will be here before you know it. So stock up now on everything you need at the best prices guaranteed at Fleet Farm.
Welcome back to the Upswing. I'm Jeff Sherman, joined by Jim Token. Jim is the president of ADAM, the Automotive Dealers Association of Metro Milwaukee. Jim, I appreciate you taking time and being in the studio this morning.
Glad to be here.
Of course. So I've seen a couple national stories, and we were talking before the show a little bit. Like Bloomberg had a big story on soaring prices that are kind of pushing buyers of previously owned vehicles kind of to look at different options. They're seeing, wow, cars are getting really expensive, leases are getting more expensive, and wow, maybe it's time to just look at used cars. So I thought, all right, you're seeing all this cost explosion stuff on a national level, but what's really happening on the local dealer level? What's happening there?
Well, on the local level, it's really no different than the national level.
Yeah?
Because a dealer in California or a dealer in Wisconsin or a dealer in Florida, they all pay the same price for their car. Invoice is invoice no matter where you are. So to answer the question, yes, the price of new cars has exploded.
Yeah.
Part of it is because of the new options, the new electronics, the new accident avoidance measures and equipment on vehicles, the automated or self-driving features that are on, like automatic brights on and off. Automatic cruise control. When you get within a certain distance of a car in front of you, it shuts off. And then it'll shut back on when there's enough distance in front of the others. Automatic parking features. So, for example, the average price of a new car
right now
is about $44,900.
Okay.
And that, believe it or not, is about $750 less than from a year ago.
Wow. All right.
The reason is there's inventory.
Yeah. And dealers want to sell.
They have to
but
move
there
cars.
Also is, I feel like in the car game, that there's way more transparency than there ever was on both sides of the coin, if you will.
There absolutely is. Dealers advertise. For example, online advertising is basically they have to give a price where they'll get a person interested, and the margins, the gross margins, is about 3.9% on a new car. The net about 2%. So there aren't any secrets anymore between consumers. If a consumer wants to get an idea, for example, of what their trade-in might be worth, there's plenty of materials right online.
Yeah.
They don't have to buy a guidebook. They can go to Kelley Blue Book or any other similar situation, and they can get a very good estimate of what their used car is going to be worth. And by going online and seeing what dealers are advertising, you can get a very good idea of what the ultimate purchase price is going to be.
Yeah. And what is that relationship between the manufacturers and the local dealers? How has that changed during your tenure at Adam? And what impact has that had on the local market?
There really hasn't been a significant change.
Yeah.
The dichotomy between dealers and the manufacturers are pretty similar.
Yeah.
One of them being when they have lots of production and they have employees, the manufacturers that are going to get paid, whether they're working or not, they need to move cars.
Mm-hmm.
And they, are pushing dealers in which to take them. And in turn, the dealers understand, and the manufacturers understand what the average transaction price is. So they help in the sense that they increase incentives.
Yeah. What are you saying? Obviously, drivers seem to be driving their cars longer. What impact does that have on the market?
Significant.
Yeah.
It's coming back, though. You sell fewer new cars.
Mm-hmm.
And then you take in fewer trades, and then the trades values go up because there's fewer of them. It's turning around, though. For example, this year, about 15.7 million new cars are going to be sold, which is up significantly from a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
So there's more transparency.
Yeah.
But overall, it will damper the overall number of car sales.
What about the lease versus buy mentality of today's auto consumer? How has that changed?
Well, not significant. It's changed from during COVID, and then when there was difficulty getting computer chips for vehicles, where the acquisition cost under the lease was so high, it made the lease payment very high.
Mm-hmm.
But that has come down, and the incentives for leasing is one of the big things right now.
Yeah.
Which is bringing things more into line. So if you always have to have a relatively new car, and you don't put on, we'll say, more than 12 to 15,000 miles a year, leasing is a very good alternative.
Yeah. When we come back, I want to talk about those incentives and rebates, because I think there's maybe a misconception in the marketplace that, wow, incentives aren't what they used to be. But the reality is it's kind of the exact opposite. We're talking with Jim Token of Adam. This is The Upswing. I'm Jeff Sherman. We are presented by Horicon Bank.
Think you're smarter than the people you hear on the radio? Well, time to prove it with our Trivia Showdown. Brought to you by Quizmaster. Go head-to-head with WTMJ personalities in trivia competition. Check WTMJ.com or text trivia to the WTMJ talk and text line 855-616-1620 for a list of dates and locations of our next Trivia Showdown. Benefiting Capco's Kids to Kids Toy Drive. Only here on WTMJ.
Founded by inventors, fueled by community, and focused on business. This is WTMJ's Jeff Sherman speaking on behalf of my good friends at Horicon Bank. Horicon Bank has been doing banking differently since 1896. Your financing requests, they can be approved in days, not weeks. Your banker understands you and your business. Service and products go hand in hand, providing top-notch products to meet your cash flow needs. Horicon Bank, they get the job done. Together, doing good, that's their vision, and they're committed to doing what it takes to help your business grow. Horicon Bank, truly the natural choice. Member FDIC.
America is kept safe because the Army National Guard responds, protects, and supports our nation when it needs them most. The Army National Guard responds to disasters such as wildfires and floods. They protect us with missile defense, cybersecurity, and civilian support teams for chemical, biological, and radiological hazards. Be there for your community and your country. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time service. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Army National Guard. Aired by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association and this station.
By now you've probably figured out what's most important to us at Semperfi is our reputation. Building a great character-driven remodeling company is actually quite easy. It's just the first 20 years that are a bit challenging. Great companies are collections of great people, and we have great people. They're the ones that helped us build our reputation, but they only come after you've built something they want to be part of. We don't necessarily have to look for good people. They come to us. And that's what you want when you hire an exterior remodeling company. Someone who's going to stand behind their work, and a company that is truly proud of their people. And it's because they do great work. And when you're ready, we'll do great work for you too. This is Brad Youngluth with Semper Fi Roofing and Exteriors, your local, veteran-owned and operated exterior remodeling company. For your new roof, siding, window and door installation, or masonry work, you can count on Semper Fi to keep you safe, warm, and dry.
We keep you safe, warm, and dry. Semper Fi.
It started with a prediction.
Gonna go out there and play basketball and win.
And how many games?
6.
It became the culture.
Chance of Bucks in 6.
Being a Bucks fan means you live and breathe Bucks in 6. Brandon Jennings created the prophecy. Tune into Behind the Bucks, the story of Brandon Jennings on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, and streaming wherever you get your podcasts.
That's for the culture.
Welcome back to the Upswing. I'm Jeff Sherman, joined by Jim Tolkien from Adam, talking about changes in the auto buying industry and at your local dealer, wherever you're going in to buy or lease your car. So, Jim, we were talking over the break, and I'm getting a couple talking text lines at 855-616-1620. One texter from the 414, just really talking about the increase of the large computer screens in new cars. And you have every safety feature imaginable. You know, some want just the simpleness of right? Are those cars still available? And are you seeing on a dealer level that people are coming in and say, I don't want all this stuff in front of me anymore?
I can speak for my daughter.
Okay, all right.
And she's a buyer and leaser of cars, and she loves the big screens.
Yeah.
She loves all the safety features on the cars. But yes, you can get, in some of the cars, some of that equipment is now standard. I think the size of the screens are pretty much standard in any particular model of any particular brand of car. But some of those automated features, yes, you don't need to get everything.
Yeah.
But what dealers are mostly going to do is stock those cars that sell the quickest.
Yeah.
And so would a majority be free of most of those options? Unlikely.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, available.
Yeah. Are there any unique characteristics of the Milwaukee market or maybe even Midwestern drivers that kind of set us apart from the rest of the country?
Well, I think there is.
Yeah.
And formerly being a dealer, I think there is more conservative in spending money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not talking about politically. I'm talking
right.
about spending habits.
Yeah.
And are very cautious and want to stretch their dollar as far as they can, and don't have a need to have necessarily every single option available. Not quite as extravagant. Sometimes more difficult to sell a car to.
Mm-hmm.
But once you get them to buy or lease a car from you, you're more likely to have a customer for a very, very long time.
Yeah, we're talking with Jim Tolkien of the Auto Dealers Association of Metro Milwaukee. What about, obviously, online shopping and digital showrooms have changed the game a little bit. How have dealers adapted to that?
They end up being at the end of the buying cycle. But when they get inquiries, most of the time a customer, because of online shopping and even be able to buy a car online, have a wealth of knowledge. So those that answer those phone calls or when they come into the dealer have to be well-versed on the cars, well-versed on the options, what the options do, what options you can have, what ones that are standard, the ones you can eliminate. And effectively, it speeds up the buying process.
Yeah.
When the customer comes in with more knowledge.
Yeah, there's so much more data on both sides that I feel like that transparency is truly there. The last car I leased, the exchanges were all cataloged. I got email. It was just so much more communication, and it made me as a consumer feel like, wow, if I'm going to have this car serviced, I'm going to go back to the dealer because they understand my needs.
Very much so. And if it's a new car or a used car and it's the brand that they sell, they have techs that have been specifically trained on, if it's we'll say it's a Cadillac store.
Mm-hmm.
They're trained on Cadillac and on GM products.
Yeah.
It's a Buick GMC. They're trained on those.
So we only have about 30 seconds here, but what's not selling right now?
Cars. Not automobiles, yes.
Yeah.
But
is it the SUV? Is it the higher end?
It's it's just the percent. If you want to compare the percentage of cars compared to trucks, it's just generally less than 20%. 15 in Wisconsin and in our area, maybe 14% of the vehicles sold are cars, and the 86% are light duty trucks.
Yeah.
Pickups, small crossovers, traditional SUVs. Is what's selling.
All right, Jim Token from the Auto Dealers Association of Metro Milwaukee. I appreciate your time and insights this morning. WTMJ News Time is 10:30. ABC News and local headlines are coming up next. And then we're talking grocery and hiring and more.
ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. House Majority Leader Mike Johnson talking about the cabinet appointments of Elise Stefanik and Mike Waltz that President-elect Trump has named from the House of Representatives so far.
President Trump fully understands and appreciates the math here, and it's just a numbers game. We believe we're going to have a larger majority than we had last time. It's too early to handicap it, but we're optimistic about that.
Johnson says Republicans are ready to deliver the incoming president's agenda after his election victory. Final counting not yet done in the House of Representatives, but the Republicans will take control of the Senate. Sentencing in President-elect Trump's hush money payments trial delayed. The judge in that case giving prosecutors more time to recommend what to do now that Trump will be president again. A federal judge has struck down a new requirement that the Ten Commandments be displayed in every public school classroom by January 1st. The new law was passed by the state's GOP-dominated legislature earlier this year. This is ABC News.
Citing Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 10:31. An ousted Racine County principal filed a federal lawsuit alleging his civil rights were violated when he was fired. Jeff Peterson accusing the Raymond School District of discriminating against him because he is gay. Last December, the school board voted not to renew his contract. The school board said the allegations are, quote, ridiculous and extremely disappointing. On to the decorating and the lighting. City of Milwaukee clipped its annual Christmas tree from West Side Front Yard early this morning. The annual Milwaukee City tree is 64-foot-tall blue spruce coming from the Washington Heights neighborhood, taken by trailer to Deer District outside Fiserv Forum. Official lighting set for December 5th. And the Bucks debut a new tournament court tonight at Fiserv Forum. Their first game of the Emirates Cup tonight, the NBA's in-season playoff. Bucks host the Toronto Raptors. It's a 7 p.m. tip, 6:30 pregame on your home of the Bucks, 620 WTMJ. Time for news about your money. WTMJ Annex Wealth Management Market Update. Dow Jones Industrial Average falling just over 200 points, right now at 44,087. The S&P 500 at 5987, that's off 14 points, and the NASDAQ down almost 20 to 19,279. Financial planning at every level. Annex Comprehensive Wealth, Annex Private Client, Annex Ignite. Details at annexwealth.com. Taking a look at the roads, your WTMJ Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic Report. Stadium Interchange still tight on eastbound I-94. Again, no incident there, but slow moving from about Hawley Road to 35th Street. No other issues to report. Here's your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Morning clouds, then becoming partly cloudy with a high of 48 degrees today. Tonight's low down to 42. 53 for your high on Wednesday under partly cloudy skies with rain moving in late. Some of that rain could linger into Thursday morning with some showers, otherwise mostly cloudy Thursday, high 54. Partly cloudy on Friday, high of 55 degrees, and up to 57 for your high on Saturday under partly cloudy skies. Madison right now at 43, 44 in Green Bay. Waukesha and Milwaukee, 45 degrees. I'm Vince Vitrano, citing Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 1034.
Merle Norman's holiday gift with purchase is here. Receive free trial sizes of game-changing skincare with your qualifying purchase, including new micellar water, gentle polish, energizing concentrate, and nighttime recovery cream. Shop while supplies last at Merle Norman Cosmetics Salon and Spa at Brookfield Square. Free with the purchase of 2 or more Merle Norman cosmetic products. Cosmetic accessories not included. Offer valid while supplies last at participating Merle Norman Cosmetic Studios only. Limit 1 per customer. We reserve the right to modify the gift if needed. Promotion not available at merlenorman.com.
Experience, knowledge, and results. That's what really matters when you need help after a serious truck accident. You'll need a lawyer experienced in fighting and winning for people just like you. Gruber Law Offices has the resources, strong track record of success, and a team of experienced lawyers to take care of your needs. We've successfully helped people injured in big truck accidents for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Hey, it's Jason Wilde for Excel Custom Decks. I at least like to think I'm an expert when it comes to football, but I know Excel are truly experts when it comes to the art of deck building. With the finest materials and products combined with their superior craftsmanship, they'll deliver exceptional quality and value on everything from backyard decks to pergolas and outdoor kitchens. If you can dream it, Rob and his family can build it. Family-owned Excel Custom Decks delivers decking excellence by design. Visit excelcustomdecks.com to learn more.
No matter how many people are in your family, buying new jackets for the cold weather months can be expensive. But when you shop St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores, prices on cold weather jackets will give you a sigh of relief because thrift store prices mean great deals. And right now we have a great selection. Find great deals on cold weather jackets for the family at St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores on Highway 100 in Layton and Greenfield, 23rd in Lincoln, and 76th and Bradley Road in Milwaukee.
You're gonna love it. St. Vincent de Paul.
Welcome back to the Upswing. I'm Jeff Sherman. Commerce and community, that's what we do on the Upswing. Jim Tolkien from Adam, one kind of parting note here. Let me know that February 22nd, 2025 is the first day of the Greater Milwaukee Auto Show, and it'll be the first year in the new portion of the Baird Center here in downtown Milwaukee. So it runs February 22nd through March 2nd. I always love the auto show. A good way to see all the new features and cars in one space. So it begins February 22nd. Today, Roundy's has an all-store holiday hiring event. Begins at 2 p.m., runs through 7 p.m. Seasonal hiring, obviously in full festive swing for employers, retailers, grocers all around the state as they prepare for additional demand, especially in the grocery space. So Nicole Fickoff is the division HR leader at Roundy's. Nicole joins us on the phone this morning. Nicole, thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Of course. So where are you on just your biggest, most pressing hiring needs, and kind of what have been the hardest positions for you to fill?
Sure. So again, really just thank you for the time, for allowing us to speak about our hiring event that we are having across all of our stores this afternoon. Really, we look to bolster all stores and all departments, especially as we head into the holiday season. So whether that be, new associate just coming in for their first job on our front ends and being able to provide great customer service to all of our customers, or skilled roles such as our meat cutters or cake decorators and bakers, we are welcome to it all. We're really looking forward to welcoming some new associates and welcoming them into our family.
Yeah. So what about first-time 16-year-olds who are looking for that first job? Is that grocery store opportunity kind of still on their radar? And I'm kind of asking because we have a 16-year-old at home, and I'm like, all right, maybe just go to Roundy's and get your first job, buddy.
Yes, absolutely. We would love to have him. So 16-year-olds are absolutely welcome, and that's actually an age that most of our long-tenured associates got their start, including myself. I was that 16-year-old at home.
So where'd you start?
My parents
what was your first job? What were you doing?
So I was a cashier in our store in St. Francis, yeah. So that was a number of years ago, but I still remember the time fondly. And it's really great because we offer an unprecedented amount of flexibility for our students where they can really still come and start their careers with us, but also have that flexibility in scheduling so they can attend all of the different extracurriculars and school events that we know are so critical and important to them. So whether that be, somebody that's just coming off of their high school football season and is looking for a new opportunity, or, somebody that's heading into their basketball season that we need to work around practices and games. We have that flexibility, and we've got shifts available for those folks to come join us.
Good. So what has the impact? And whenever we talk grocery shopping, people want to weigh in on the self-service checkout. From a business standpoint and a hiring standpoint, how has the self-service lanes impacted what you're seeing at Roundy's day to day?
We've got customers that want to shop in a variety of ways nowadays, right? So we have folks that really prefer to use that self-checkout to kind of get in and get out. And then we've got folks that, want to use our manned checkout lanes. But then we also have customers that wish to use our pickup services or even our Kroger delivery services. So we want to make sure not only throughout this hiring event, but all year long that we're bringing in associates that can fill all of our customers' needs. So whether that be being able to staff more folks at our open checkout lanes, or really that pickup experience where we have more associates available to pick those orders and deliver them car side to our customers.
All right, when we come back, Nicole, I want to have you give us kind of a rundown on the variety of jobs, kind of look at a little bit into the salary and hourly wages that are offered, and then what does training and development look like as you start at a certain level, and what are those aspirational jobs that are available at Roundy's? This is The Upswing, and you're listening to WTMJ.
Come to Kessler's and be greeted by an owner of the store.
We're America's largest employee-owned jewelry company.
Okay, but as a customer, what does that mean to me?
For one thing, it means you get to see every possible diamond choice.
Kessler's has diamonds from diamond mines and created diamonds from plasma chambers.
You can choose from 1,400 loose diamonds.
And every style of engagement ring ever designed.
Okay, I'm convinced.
And no other store can show you a Kessler 81.
With 81 facets instead of just 57, it wins the sparkle contest every time.
I'm convinced.
And no other store has the Kessler Princess Cut.
Or the exclusive Kessler's Emerald Cut or Kessler's Square Radiant Diamond.
I give up.
And when you want to tell her that you love her twice as much today as the day you married her.
Kessler's has big anniversary diamonds that can be twice as big as the one in her engagement ring.
Kessler's is unique in all the world.
So what do you say to all that, Sarah?
Welcome to Kessler's.
Siding Unlimited named the best window installers, not just here, but in the whole USA. Get the best. Siding Unlimited, 3-time winner as America's best window installer. For windows, you call Siding Unlimited first and directly. SidingUnlimited.com.
The King is back in the building this holiday season. Dean Z, the ultimate Elvis Christmas spectacular. Join us as Elvis Presley Enterprises world champion tribute artist Dean Z and his 12-piece band take you on a high-energy musical journey spanning the electrifying career of the King of Rock and Roll, featuring Elvis's greatest hits along with the King's best holiday classics. Friday, December 13th at the Riverside Theater in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Get your tickets now at PabstTheaterGroup.com.
What you doing?
I'm completely sealing up all the doors to get the house ready for winter. This is where a lot of warm air escapes.
How will we get in and out?
We'll just have to hunker down till spring. Don't worry, I've stocked up on provisions.
Sometimes getting your home ready for winter is best left to professionals. The same is definitely true for your vehicles. And now's the time to visit any of the 115 Adam member new car dealers to get your oil changed, have your brakes and wipers checked, and make sure your tires will get you through a long Wisconsin winter. Best of all, every Adam member dealer has factory certified technicians and uses factory manufactured warranted parts. And their prices are competitive with or even lower than independent shops. So while you're preparing for winter, be sure to prepare your vehicles too, because a well-maintained car extends the life of your car and means safer winter driving. Visit ADAMM.com to find the nearest Adam member dealer.
Looking for a totally rad flavor adventure, brochachos?
Look no further than Surfer Boy Pizza as seen in Stranger Things. Each mouth-watering variety contains rich tomato sauce, delicious mozzarella cheese, and a gnarly range of toppings. The crust is crispy on the outside and airy on the inside. You'll think it was hand-tossed by the Surfer Boy Pizza dudes themselves. Look for it in the freezer aisle at your local store and buckle up your taste buds with Surfer Boy Pizza.
Welcome back to the Upswing. I'm Jeff Sherman. I always love this time of the year. You're getting ready for Thanksgiving. You may be going to the grocery store a little bit more, putting together those lists, looking for, the right ingredients to make the meal absolutely perfect. But all the grocery stores are looking to hire and hire and hire. Roundy's has an all-store hiring event today from 2 to 7. Nicole Fickow is the division HR leader at Roundy's, joins us on the phone today. So, Nicole, as you look at the total head count across Roundy's in Wisconsin, what are we looking at for the number of employees?
Sure. So we have over 12,000 associates across our 105 retail in Wisconsin, and really excited to add more with today's event. So we've got stores all the way as far south as Racine, Kenosha, or Monroe, all the way up to Eagle River, Phillips. So across all of those locations, we're really excited to see folks come in and interview with us today.
And give us a rundown of some of the jobs and maybe a little insight into the salary and kind of hourly wages of some of the positions available.
Sure. So we've got positions available across all varieties, right? So like we said before, whether that be that student that's coming in for their first job and where they would kind of start entry level, all the way to we actually have what's called an assistant store leader training program that we're recruiting for right now as well. So those leaders with a little bit more experience that can come on and join us. We're a 15-week training program that we have developed to really prepare them for the next steps in their careers into a salaried role with the company that really opens up a variety of different roles across our entire enterprise that they would then be eligible for.
And training and development then, like in terms of managerial training, even access to, credits or insights for kind of ongoing education, is that available at Roundy's?
Yeah, it absolutely is. We have an absolutely incredible training program. So it starts off really with our comprehensive orientation and onboarding program that we offer to all of our associates, right? It's really critical that they have all of the information that they need to be successful with us. And then we move into role-based training and development. So whether that be, a cashier that's learning how to run a register, or a department leader that we put through a department leader development program. And then again, that assistant store leader development program that we have that really sets folks up for success long-term. We do have benefits as well for our folks as far as educational leave of absence and tuition reimbursement. That is an absolutely incredible benefit that we offer to our folks to really continue both their careers and their education while they're working for us.
What's your sense just on the general job market now? Are you seeing a big influx of demand? Or, this election time of the year is always, there's kind of nervous energy on all sides, right? But are you seeing hey, wow, there's a lot of demand for the jobs that we have open?
Yeah, and obviously this time of year as we're really ramping up for the holidays, we know that the needs in our stores are going to increase just because we are seeing so many more customers visit us so much more frequently. But the great part about the roles that we have to offer is not just a temporary role throughout the holidays. We're really looking forward to bringing these folks on through the hiring event today and having them stay with us long term. So we have opportunities, well beyond the holidays that they can grow their careers with us and really make it something that is not just, a temporary position or a part-time role, something that they can really grow in and ultimately support their families with.
Very good. All right. And that's this coming weekend. You're officially kicking off the holiday season, right? Bunch of holiday inspiration, probably some more samples in all the stores, I'm guessing.
Yes, absolutely. We have what's called our holiday open house this weekend at all of our stores. So that's from 10 to 5 this coming Saturday. So, whether it be that you're really just looking forward to picking up some of the ingredients that you need to make the old family favorites, or you're looking forward to getting new ideas and new entertaining thoughts as you host people for the holidays, we're really looking forward to welcoming our customers into the stores this weekend for that.
Very good. Nicole Fickow from Roundy's. Nicole, I appreciate your time this morning. Enjoy the rest of the week.
Thank you.
All right, you're listening to The Upswing. This is WTMJ.
Think you're smarter than the people you hear on the radio? Well, time to prove it with our Trivia Showdown. Brought to you by Quizmaster. Go head-to-head with WTMJ personalities in trivia competition. Check WTMJ.com or text trivia to the WTMJ talk and text line 855-616-1620 for a list of dates and locations of our next Trivia Showdown. Benefiting Capco's Kids to Kids Toy Drive. Only here on WTMJ.
Welcome back to Ask Hassleus. I'm Weston. What's your question?
Where the heck is everybody?
Beg your pardon?
I'm at your store and...
Yes?
Nobody's here.
That's because Hassleus mattress showrooms are employee-free. Take your time and test our selection of Beautyrest, Sealy Posturepedic, Serta Perfect Sleeper, and more without commission-crazy salespeople breathing down your neck.
Yeah, sure, you say that, but come on.
What?
Where the heck is everybody?
Hassleus really is employee-free.
Okay.
So we can sell mattresses for way less, like the Beauty Sleep by Beautyrest Elm Cove B Queen. Others sell it for $12.99, but Hassleus has it for $8.42. Plus, check out our super low pricing on Sealy Posturepedic, Serta Perfect Sleeper, and more.
Yes, but...
And through Monday, get an extra $248 credit just for shopping local.
Well, that's great, but I just have one question.
What's that?
Where the heck is everybody?
Open 9 to 9. Find an honest-to-goodness, employee-free showroom near you at Hassleus.com. Hassleus, employee-free since 2014.
The next time you're due for service, visit richlands.com to schedule an appointment at any of our 5 conveniently located facilities.
All AAA approved and all staffed by ASE certified technicians ready to serve you.
Richlands.
When it comes to community involvement, Horicon Bank walks the walk. They're actively involved in nonprofit organizations like WIBIC, the Milwaukee Parks Foundation, and the Milwaukee Artists Resource Network. This holiday season, Horicon Bank team will be spreading goodwill, like their annual toy drive benefiting the Education Foundation of New Berlin. WTMJ's Jeff Sherman here for Horicon Bank. They've been doing banking differently since 1896. Together, doing good, that's their vision. Horicon Bank, the natural choice. Member FDIC.
So how do you underpromise and still get the job? We believe in our hearts we're going to do great work for you. We're just really careful about making unrealistic promises. At Semper Fi, we refuse to set the bar higher than we can jump. But be assured, that's the goal. To do all we can to jump as high as possible to try to exceed your expectations. We're looking to break records. That's how you win over customers, get really great referrals, and build a great business. When you're making a decision to hire an exterior remodeling company, character, integrity, and the feeling that the people you're about to hire are truly eager to show you how good they are should stand at the top of your list. This is Brad Youngluth with Semper Fi Roofing and Exteriors, your local, veteran-owned and operated exterior remodeling company. For your new roof, siding, window and door installation, or masonry work, you can count on Semper Fi to keep you safe, warm, and dry.
We keep you safe, warm, and dry. Semper Fi.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station.
Is that coffee?
That's it. I'm getting 100 cups of coffee, starting now.
Time for a quick look at your coffee and how much it costs. It's the Upswing's Coffee Index.
Smells good.
Welcome back to the Upswing. Maybe you're on your second cup of coffee. You know, it's getting closer to lunchtime, but we haven't done a coffee index in a while. So I stopped at the Stone Creek Factory store this morning, right by the Intermodal. Just, I love that location because you really get a good influx of people that are maybe like late for their train and running in and running out. A good mix of students, a good mix of business professionals. And I had some loyalty points, so my coffee was free this morning, Jazz. I left $1 tip, you know, I felt like I had to. But the really cool thing, I got an email right after I did the app order, and it said, we hope you enjoyed your visit to this factory cafe. This space is where all the magic happens. In addition to our cafe, the factory is home to our roasting facilities and green coffee storage, and just gave me a whole rundown of what the building's all about. I thought that was really cool to get. Jazz, where'd you go for coffee this morning?
Wow, you're just showing me up. I mean, first of all, that place looks great on the inside. It's very good vibes.
Yeah.
I just went to the Dunkin' Donuts inside the Chase building.
Okay, I love Dunkin' Donuts coffee.
So my car's in the shop. I'm kind of holding out and getting a rental car because, I mean, my insurance is covering for part of it. But anyway, I took the bus. It's right there by this bus stop. I wanted to be a little adventurous because I couldn't just keep getting regular coffee. I want to spice it up. And, you know, there's always holiday drinks at Dunkin'. So I spent about $5.38 for this holiday cookie specialty latte.
Ooh, okay.
It tasted pretty good, although it's weird because once you get to the bottom, there's cookie crumbles at the bottom. But when you take a sip, it's like you're having that bad coffee where all the grounds just are sitting. But then you kind of have that crunch, like, oh nope, those are cookies. That's nice.
Dessert for breakfast. I kind of like it.
Well, that's a lot of those. That's what Starbucks and Dunkin' are all about.
Yes,
I don't know about you.
All right, we haven't done try, take, buy in a while either, so let's go try, take, buy. So, one thing you need to try, we're talking grocery stores this morning. I want to make sure that as you prepare for the upcoming holiday season, wherever you live, whatever your local community is, that you make a holiday restaurant list. You're going to have friends and family coming in. You're going to be like, wow, we're going to need somewhere to go on this Friday or Saturday night. Have a list of the places that you've always wanted to go to. So when friends or family say, hey, where do we need to go, that you have that list prepared and ready to go. My take, I really think that kind of unlike Trump's first term, when entertainment kind of became this ground zero for resistance, it feels like maybe the industry, at least on the media and entertainment side, is going to, maybe make a little bit nice now and look at additional M&A and synergies. So I think you're going to see a lot of partnerships and a lot of discussions around mergers in the entertainment and media space. My buy, I'm going to keep it festive this morning. The Milwaukee Symphony Orchestra is doing a live score with the Muppets. Well, the Muppets aren't going to be there, but it's the Muppets Christmas Carol this season, and you can experience this Dickens holiday classic with the Muppets Christmas Carol playing in the background and the Milwaukee Symphony Orchestra playing in front of you. Kermit and the gang help Ebenezer Scrooge, played by actor. If you've seen the movie, Michael Caine plays Scrooge in this model. It's really good. It's a great adaptation. You can kind of get the redemption and holiday spirit of the Ebenezer Scrooge story. The Symphony Orchestra plays the score, and then you watch the movie. And it's a great, wonderful family experience. Tickets also pretty affordable, starting at only $45. So put that on your buy list. Maybe buy it as a gift or just get it for the family. Whatever you do, have fun this festive season. Coming up next, Wisconsin's Midday News. But first, we're going to do some business headlines.
These are your business headlines from the Milwaukee Business Journal.
A new Wingstop location aiming